You're listening to the Walt's World Podcast. Join your hosts, John and Kaylee, as they banter about all things Disney, including Disney parks, resorts, dining, fashion, and movies. They'll keep you up to date with the latest Disney news and rumors, and they'll share their best tips and insight to make sure you have the best Disney vacation possible. So to all who tune into this happy place, welcome. It's the Walt's World Podcast.
Hey friends, John and Kaylee here with another episode of the Walt's World Podcast. We're going to try this again because we totally recorded an episode last week. I was editing it, everything was great, and then about 10 minutes left, for some reason Kaylee just decided, I'm just going to stop recording.
That's not even what happened. You act like I purposely I'm going to mess this episode up. I'm going to stop recording. Yeah, no.
Sabotage.
My Wi-Fi went out and it didn't dawn on either of us to check to make sure I was still recording because you were aware that my Wi-Fi went out.
Hey. Yeah, but I don't know how your Wi-Fi affects the recording of your audio.
I don't know.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Whatever.
Sabotage. Who are you working for? Okay, but we recorded a great episode. It was so good. It was very timely with the whole March Madness basketball tournament bracket thing. But we're going to do this again. And hopefully the whole episode, you guys will get to hear both of our voices. Because I considered just letting my voice go. But then I was like, that's kind of boring.
Yeah,
I'd just
be
like,
boo.
I disagree.
Big boo for that.
Oh, hey, that one I did by myself for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party was very popular. Thank you very much. My mom loved it. All right, so what we're doing today is we have taken the top 24 Disney sidekicks, and we have put them in a bracket where they're going to face off against each other to ultimately become the ultimate Disney sidekick champion. So I did this completely random, so we may have the two best going against each other to begin with, but luckily I don't think it worked out that way. So let's just run through the list of all the sidekicks. That way you guys know who we're talking about and which ones we brought in, and some we've combined together because we felt like they didn't really stand a chance just by themselves. All right, so we have Miko. We have Gus and Jacques from Cinderella. We have Sven from Frozen. Hey Hey, Moana. Mater from Cars. The Genie from Aladdin. Sebastian from Little Mermaid. Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. Doug from Up. We have Lumiere and Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast. Mushu from
Mulan.
Kaylee. There you go, Kaylee. I was giving you a chance to talk.
Oh.
Flounder from Little Mermaid. Pascal from
Tangled Rapunzel.
from Rapunzel. Turk from
Tarzan.
Okay, I'm letting you talk too.
Okay,
Kaylee.
well then let me finish the list. Baymax from Big Hero 6. I don't know what. I can't read the next one.
Bullseye.
Toy Story.
Kaylee cannot read. She said it here. She said it here, folks. She cannot read.
Olaf from Frozen.
What's yeah? Where was he from?
Frozen. Zazu from Lion King. Yeah, the little bird. Pegasus from Hercules. Abu and the Carpet from Aladdin. Maximus from Tangled. What?
Timon and Pumbaa from Lion King. Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio. And Timothy Mouse from Dumbo. So those are all of the sidekicks that we put in here.
Yeah.
We chose. Yeah. We did our best. We did our due diligence in choosing these sidekicks. I think we chose the best of the best. Let's start. On the left side of our bracket, we have our number one seed is Miko, because He's probably one of the best ones. So Miko is going up against Gus
debatable.
Gus and Jacques from Cinderella. Miko versus Gus and Jacques. Now, we need to set some parameters here. Because if it's up to Kaylee, it's just who would win in a fight. So we need to set some parameters based on cuteness, based on the quality of their movie. We need to then based on if like if they have any cool skills, and then wild card. The fourth can be anything you want. It could be who would win in a fight.
The fourth is fighting.
The fourth is fighting. Mortal Kombat style. Finish him. And Kaylee has no idea what I'm talking about.
Yes, right. I do. I've played that game.
Okay. All right. So Miko versus Gus and Jacques.
Miko. Okay, well, I think that this is really hard because all three of them are so cute.
Okay.
So I'm gonna skip that one. As far as movies,
it's tough. Pocahontas versus Cinderella.
I think I'm gonna go with Pocahontas over Cinderella.
And then skills like Gus and Jacques can turn into like
seamstresses.
They can sew. And they can turn into humans, right? Because didn't they turn into humans to be when Cinderella became like all fancied up? Didn't they turn into humans or something? To escort her to the ball, didn't they do that?
Did.
Miko eats cookies. Snacks.
Yes, he does.
He's all about the snacks.
Yeah. Wild card. I think Miko's got it in the bag as far as a fight. But
I agree with you. I think Miko is the better sidekick. Gus and Jacques, they weren't like the only sidekicks. They had the other mice. I don't remember the girl mice names.
I agree. And Miko with the snacks, like that just kind of wins on the cuteness factor for me.
Yeah.
Not like I don't really care about sewing.
Mm-hmm. And just for the sake of my friendship with Lindsay, Pretty Little Monograms, who has a sick obsession with Miko, I have to go with Miko just for the sake of my friendship with her.
I was literally thinking about her when we said Miko.
Yeah. All right, so Miko moves on to the next round. Goodbye, Gus and Jacques. Even though you're cute, goodbye. Next up, Sven versus Hey. Ooh,
cuteness,
Sven versus Hey.
Cuteness. All right, this is all Sven. Cuteness, Sven. Movie. Oh, wait. No. No, movie is definitely Moana. Movie is Moana. Oh, I don't know, because I like Frozen too, but I'm still going to go with Moana, I think.
1-1.
Sven,
now, are we going to take into account...
Sleighs.
Are we going to take into account the Christmas, Lost Frozen Adventure as well? Just Frozen?
Just Frozen.
Okay. Sven pulls sleighs.
Mm-hmm. Eats carrots.
Mm-hmm. His best friend is a human.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey doesn't really have like that.
The ability to swallow the heart of Tafiki.
Yeah. Not really impressed by that one. But movie-wise, I mean.
But so they're tied on cuteness. No, you said Sven
they're not
cuteness.
Tied
you
on
said
cuteness.
Movie Hey. So they're tied there. What about the skills? So we said Sven had the more skills. So what about the wild card?
I just consider like Sven a better, like when I think of a sidekick, I'd rather have Sven than Hey. If that makes sense, because I feel like Sven could be more useful.
Sven helped out more. Hey was more of like a liability.
I agree.
Like
I'm going
she was
with
always
Sven.
worried about him. Hey is cool. He's a very cool sidekick, but he was more of a liability and an issue for Moana. Then she was always worried about it. Like where's Hey? Is Hey drowning? Is Hey eating a rock? You know?
Yeah, you don't even have to worry about Sven.
Next up, Mater versus the genie. You ain't never had a friend like him. And we're talking, let's talk genie post freedom. So like when genie was still a genie, like before Aladdin came as freedom. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it in the last 20 something years, then
and
we got to take out the fact that Robin Williams was the genie. I think we got to take that out because that
would trump
makes it
everything.
so much better. Yeah, we got to take that out. Just the character.
Okay.
Who's cuter?
I think
Who's
Mater's
more adorable?
I think Mater's cuter because he's just kind of like ditzy and all over the place, and he's funny. I mean, Genie's funny too, but I don't know. I just think Mater's cuter.
I went to high school with so many people who were Mater. Like they just were. That's just who they were. Well, that says a lot about where I went to high school.
Yeah, I was gonna say you grew up in Tennessee, so.
Yeah. Enough said. All right. What about the movie? Quality movie? Are we taking into account all 3 Cars movies, or just one? Because the second one is the worst Disney movie ever made.
Like Cars 3 is like phenomenal. Yeah, we're like Genie's just gonna go with whoever rubs his lamp. That's fake. You're a fake friend.
You're a fake. He's obligated. He's obligated to be with that person. Contractually obligated. All right. So
I think in skill sets too,
Genie could do anything. So it's not really fair.
Yeah,
Genie
really
would win
fair.
every time. He could do anything he wanted to.
All right,
Mater's skills: driving backwards,
towing things.
That's right. Towing things,
Loyalty,
driving backwards,
friendship.
loyalty. I say Mater.
I say Mater too. Sorry, Genie.
Sebastian versus Tinkerbell. This is an easy one for me. Sebastian is a narc. He's a tattletale. He is not a good sidekick. He is a tattletale. He wants to run off and tell King Triton every little thing about Ariel. Like, dude, just snitches get stitches, bro.
I can agree with that, but he sings very well. What does Tinkerbell do?
Tinkerbell, what does Tinkerbell do? Tinkerbell makes people fly with her fairy dust. Her pixie dust, my friends. Tinkerbell is arguably the most attractive sidekick on this list.
But she's the only human on the list. So
she's not a human, she's a pixie.
Whatever, she's not an animal. Or a car.
If I could marry one Disney character, which is one,
it would be Ariel.
It would be Tinkerbell.
What? You're being a fake fan to Ariel right now.
Ariel has issues. She's got daddy issues. Like if we're talking about
Tinkerbell
like,
doesn't
dating,
have issues. She's literally gets jealous if anybody even looks at Peter Pan.
Whatevs. Tinkerbell. She can make people fly. She can fit in small spaces.
Whatever. I'll go with Tinkerbell too because you're right. Sebastian is a narc.
That's right. He's a narc. And Peter Pan is my favorite Disney movie of all time. So
there's that.
Next up, there's that. Doug versus Lumiere and Cogsworth. We put them together, Lumiere and Cogsworth together as a team, as a duo, versus Doug the dog. Kaylee.
Doug the dog.
Cuteness.
I'm
Obviously
going Doug.
Doug.
Obviously. Really?
Obviously.
Movie.
We're dog people.
I'm going Up also. Skill set. He's, he can change his voice. Could come in handy when manipulating opponents.
He's very loyal.
He can run fast because he plays fetch.
Okay. That's an interesting way to put it. But Lumiere and Cogsworth. Lumiere can speak French. He can sing. He knows how to put on a show.
No, it's Doug.
Cogsworth is a loyal servant to the Beast.
No.
Even though the Beast is the reason why they all turned into those objects, they're still very loyal to him.
I'm going with Doug.
He can keep time. Lumiere can light a dark room. Okay, Doug it is. Mushu versus Flounder. Mushu from Mulan versus Flounder. Kaylee, go.
Cuteness, Flounder, for sure. He's just like a little guppy.
He's whiny.
He's cute. He's a little baby. I like him. Anyways. Okay, but skill set, I feel like it's going to be Mushu over Flounder.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really sure what Flounder can do.
Flounder can get scared and run away.
He swims.
Mushu can spit fire.
Yeah.
He can make someone think that he's a human riding a panda bear.
He's a dragon. I mean, come on.
He bites butts.
Yeah.
Remember
But
the scene where they're skinny dipping? He bites the guy's butt.
Mulan over Little Mermaid?
I don't know. That's a hard one. If I try to separate my love for Ariel out of this conversation, I think Mulan's a better movie, but they're in two different time periods. Like Little Mermaid was like 89. Yeah. Mulan was what, late 9? Was that in the mid late 90s? Late 90s, I think.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think it's Mushu.
It's definitely Mushu. I mean, there's no question. I already had him basically penciled in, so he's moved on. All right, let's go on to Jiminy Cricket versus Timothy Mouse. Which, as an aside, I was very disappointed that, and this is no spoiler, that Timothy Mouse did not have a bigger role in the new Dumbo movie. He basically is in like 3 scenes and that's it. Super disappointing. Anyways, take some tissues, folks. Take some tissues. All right, Jiminy Cricket versus Timothy Mouse. I'm
going Jiminy Cricket already. I just feel like he's the man when it comes to sidekicks. Like, he's why they're sidekicks. He's Jiminy Cricket, Pinocchio's right-hand man. He's
Pinocchio's conscience.
Exactly.
Let your conscience be your guide. He's definitely one character that is still on my bucket list to meet. I know you can meet him on Earth Day at Animal Kingdom, or they used to up all the way at Rafik, or whatever the Planet Watch thing was where you had to take the train. You could meet him there on Earth Day, but that place doesn't open up again until like this summer, so I don't know if that's going to work or not. I don't even know when Earth Day is. Do you know when Earth Day is?
No.
Me either. But that's where you can meet him. And if you do DVC, if you're a DVC member, you can do that at like DVC parties. He's always available to meet and greet. But anyways, he's on my bucket list to meet. But yeah, Jiminy Cricket, obviously. No question.
It's really not even a question.
Timon and Pumbaa versus Maximus from Tangled.
Cuteness, so I'm going Maximus.
Mm-hmm.
Movie, I'm going Tangled.
Mm-hmm.
Skill sets, I mean, he's a horse. He runs. He's sassy.
He's sassy.
He's so sassy.
So sassy.
He can like kick his back legs.
He can kick his back legs.
I don't know. Oh my
gosh. He likes to eat sugar cubes. He's a horse.
He's a horse.
He's basically, he has a personality
honestly,
of a human.
Yeah, it's Maximus, no question, no doubt about it for me. Timon and Pumbaa don't stand a chance.
Yeah. We put them together in hopes that they might stand a chance, but if they had drawn someone different, I think they might have moved on to the next round. But Maximus is definitely up there in terms of characters, sidekicks.
Pegasus versus Abu and the carpet from Aladdin. I feel like it's Pegasus.
Yeah, I do too.
The carpet, what can the carpet do? Like fly? And Abu, what can he do? Steal things?
Steal things. Yeah.
Yeah.
He can steal things and eat bugs out of your hair because he's a monkey.
Yeah. I mean, cuteness factor. Obviously, Pegasus. Baby Pegasus is the cutest thing you'll ever see.
Stop it. Yes, he is. Have you seen the little baby Pegasus stuffed animal blanket?
Yeah. Yeah.
Super cute and adorable.
Super cute.
Pegasus is like when he finally sees Hercules for the first time, like after Hercules like went to Earth or whatever, like he's so happy and like a dog almost. Like he's so excited to see him and everything and headbutts him. And
yeah, he's very
so cool.
Loyal.
Yeah, Pegasus forever.
all the way. Olaf versus Zazu.
It's a lovely bunch of coconuts. Dee-dee-dee. There they are.
Zazu's Lion King also, right?
Big ones, small ones, some
Yeah?
as big as your head. What? I was singing.
Zazu is also Lion King, right?
Yes, he's the toucan. I think he's a toucan bird.
Yeah, he's a narc. Talk about narcs. He's a narc.
Yeah, and he's a bubble buster. Like Simba's out there talking about how he can't wait to be king, and Zazu's like, not yet.
Yeah, he's
I'm like, dude,
rude.
let him have his moment. Let him sing the song, bro.
Yeah,
Back
he's rude.
off.
Where Olaf sings with others, sings well with others, is just the end of this whole thing.
He has no bones or skull. Mm-hmm. That's a good skill. He keeps
coming back every winter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's around all the time because he has his own snow cloud, remember?
Oh, well, that's
also
now.
gave him a snow cloud.
But when they were growing up, he kept coming back. Loyalty.
He's magic.
He is magic.
He's very loyal.
Yeah.
Very, very loyal. He loves summer and all things hot.
We're going Olaf.
Duh. I've already written it down.
Baymax versus Bullseye? This is hard because they're both cute.
You could make the argument that Hero's the sidekick to Baymax, but I'm not going to go there. We'll just say Baymax is a sidekick.
Yeah, we're going Baymax as a sidekick.
Poor Bullseye.
I don't know. As far as movies, that's even harder. I love Big Hero 6 for like new Disney movies. Mm-hmm. But like when we're talking about classics, Toy Story.
Which, can we stop for a second and talk about the Toy Story trailer, like the newest
one?
Out,
I'm still very
with the Beach Boys song.
Yeah, I'm still very confused by everything that's happening. I don't understand what the story is going to be. I don't even know if I'm going to like it. I'm not getting my hopes up.
Can't handle it. I emotionally can't handle it, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not getting my hopes up. Honestly. But
I think Woody's gonna die.
Yeah, somebody's definitely dying, and I'm not ready for it.
Oh, I think Bo Peep's the bad guy.
After Endgame, I'm like good for seeing my favorite characters die. Thank you.
Captain America. Rest in peace, bro. Ugh. He's gonna die. I mean, he's gonna die.
Okay, well, because he's the most useless one.
You shut your filthy mouth.
I don't like Captain America.
What?
I just think he is so useless. The Avengers would literally still be the Avengers without Captain America.
He was the first Avenger. Thank you very much. The first.
Well, and he's not the last either, so. This
podcast cannot go on right now. How dare you insult he's a captain of America, Kaylee.
He's not the Captain of America.
He is. That's his name. He's the greatest Avenger, the greatest superhero of all time. You probably like Iron Man. Ooh, a rich guy with a fancy suit.
No, I like Thor.
Of course you do.
A lot of them. I like Thor. I like Hulk.
Why do you like the Hulk?
Because he smashes things. And he's huge.
You have an anger problem.
I don't have an anger problem. I just like people who are beneficial. Gosh. Captain America can only stay on the ground and throw his shield at people. Hulk can literally run up to things and just smash them like they never even existed.
I think you need to rewatch Captain America.
No, I don't even want to waste my time watching it.
God.
I'm not going to cry when he dies.
Well, he's going to die because his contract with Marvel is over, so he's not going to come back. And in the comic books, the Winter Soldier becomes Captain America, but that's beside the point.
Beside the point, we're moving back on track. Baymax versus Bullseye. I'm honestly going Baymax. I feel like He's
I
a
feel like
he's a fighter. We know how I feel
He's
about
a lover,
fighters. He's a lover and a fighter. He would do anything to protect Hero. Mm-hmm. Which I think is awesome.
That's true.
Not that Bullseye wouldn't, but Bullseye
true.
kind of like
And he can
goes with the
diagnose.
crowd. You know?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Is Bullseye Woody's horse or is it Jesse's horse? Like, I mean, I know like it's technically Woody's horse, but doesn't he just seem a lot more like Jesse's horse?
Yeah, and I think that's just because they were really like confined together. But I mean, from the show, he was Woody's. It's just kind of hard to build that bond after you like were not there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going Baymax.
Next up, this is gonna be an easy one: Pascal versus Turk.
No question, Pascal.
Well, I don't even think we have to discuss this.
Yeah.
Miko versus Sven. Ouch. It's going to get hard. This is going to get really hard, but we got to be diligent
Miko
in our
versus
decision.
Sven.
Miko and Sven.
Well, okay. I'm putting aside cuteness for this one because they're both equally cute to me. When it comes to the movie, I'm going Frozen over Pocahontas.
Okay.
When it comes to like attributes, I think I'm going Sven over Miko. All Miko really does is eat, where Sven like can at least add something as far as like maybe like pulling a sleigh or like I don't know. I don't know, he could work as like a pack
He's a
mule,
reindeer.
I know he's a reindeer.
He's a reindeer. He likes to eat too.
He does like to eat.
He tries to eat Olaf's nose. How cruel is that?
I mean, I think given the chance, Miko would do the same thing.
You know, I don't know.
I don't know. My vote's for Sven.
And my vote would be for Miko. So let's flip a coin. I have a coin app on my phone. Hold on.
Why?
How first world is that? That
That's
I
so
have an
first
app on my
world,
phone.
and that's so unnecessary. Like, how many times are you talking with somebody and you're like, wait,
Oh.
let's flip a coin.
Every
I got
day.
it on my phone.
Every day. Every single day. All right. Heads, Miko. Tails, Sven. Ready? Here we go. Ready? And it is...
I can't see it. I don't trust you.
Tails.
Oh, so that's Sven.
Yep. Bummer.
Well, when it came down to fighting
Bummer.
too, Sven won, so whatever.
Ugh.
Okay, now we're doing Mater versus Tinkerbell.
There's no question the winner in this one.
Who is it?
Mater, we've already said Mater's super loyal, but he's dumb. He's as dumb as a box of rocks.
Tinkerbell also.
Yes!
The pixie dust.
Tink!
Yeah.
Easy one. That's an easy one.
Yeah, I agree.
And then...
Doug versus Mushu.
That's hard.
I just
Dog
love
versus dragon.
Doug so much.
Oh, dog dragon. I want a dog dragon. That would be the greatest combination of two animals. A dog dragon. Sorry, go ahead.
When it comes to the cuteness, I'm going Doug. When it comes to the movies, I'm going Doug. When it comes to the specialties, though, I think Mushu might have Doug beat because he can spit fire. Doug does a great job at defeating the bad guy in Up too.
Mushu is basically a god.
God.
He's summoned by the ancestors to help protect Mulan and take care of her, and he does. He saved her life. Mushu. All right. Maximus. Jiminy Cricket. Movie, obviously. Tangled.
Yeah, I'm going Maximus, honestly.
Yeah, Jiminy has an umbrella. That's
Yeah.
that's about it. Basically, he didn't really help Pinocchio, did he? I mean, Pinocchio still kind of went and did his own thing over on Pleasure Island and became a donkey almost.
Yeah.
So Jiminy kind of failed, actually, if you think about it.
Honestly, he kind of did. That's why we're going with Pegasus.
Although Jiminy
Maximus.
does have one of the most iconic, he sings one of the most iconic songs in Disney history.
Yeah, he does.
When You Wish Upon a Star. So, does that give anything?
It definitely gives something, but I'm still voting Maximus.
Okay, I'll go along with you for the sake of the conversation moving forward. Next.
Olaf versus Pegasus. They're both cute. They're both loyal. They're both like other like worldly characters. Like they're not just like, I don't know, they're not just like a fish or raccoon. Exactly. Like they're a unicorn and a snowman. I think if we're going like based off a movie, I would go Frozen.
Olaf
I'm going
is gonna
Olaf. Olaf for sure. All right. Baymax versus Pascal.
Ooh.
Oh, I love both of them.
The Pascal can change colors. He's got a really long tongue. He's very protective of the people that he cares about.
But so is Baymax.
Baymax doesn't have a tongue.
Okay, but Baymax is very protective. He can heal. He can heal people, which I think is...
He's basically a superhero.
Yeah, I'm going Baymax.
Over Pascal. Wow.
Yeah. If it came down to a fight, I mean, what is Pascal going to do? Blend in with something to hide?
Yeah.
No, that's cheating.
I mean, you just pop a hole in Baymax and he'll just deflate, which is one of the greatest scenes in that whole movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, we jumped out a window.
Wings!
Baymax, okay.
Baymax, all
We're
right.
going to get a lot of backlash on this one because Miko and Pascal, who are arguably two of the most beloved Disney sidekicks.
I mean, they're up there on my list. Pascal for sure. Miko's on there too. It's just, it's just the name of the game.
Sven versus Tinkerbell.
I'm going Sven.
Ugh. Why? What does he have that Tinkerbell doesn't? He can't fly. He can't make other people fly.
Yeah, but how is that beneficial? It's not super beneficial. It's not super helpful.
It's helpful to Peter Pan.
And it lasts only a little bit of time.
Not once you believe, then it lasts forever.
Well,
did we not learn anything from Hook? The movie Hook.
I'm going Sven. I just think Sven's more loyal, more useful, cuter.
Fine. Tinkerbell is number one in my heart. Mushu and Maximus. Dishonor. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Yeah, I'm going Mushu, I think. I don't know. I just think he's just a better sidekick than Maximus.
Olaf versus Baymax.
Baymax.
Ooh. Over Olaf?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's hard too because I love Olaf, but I don't think Olaf is very supportive to other people like Baymax
Well, no,
is.
he has no bones. He has no support.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's a downfall.
Snow.
It's a downfall.
Snow and magic.
So Baymax wins.
But Olaf, in the scene where Anna is freezing to death, he turns up the fire even though he knew he was going to melt. He was sacrificing his life for her. Because some people are worth melting for.
Baymax sacrificed his life at the end of Big Hero 6 to save the girl and Hero.
That's true. That's true. That's very true. So technically, there could be two Baymaxes, if you think about it. There's one in that other dimension somewhere, and the one that Hero helped create again. So there's actually two Baymaxes. Mushu gets a bye here because of the way the bracket was. So Sven and Baymax going head to head here to go to the championship to face off against Mushu.
Oh, gosh. So what are we looking at? Cuteness. That's a tie. They both have cuteness.
Adorable.
Movie. I'm going Big Hero 6. Yeah, I'm
overall
going Big Hero
movie,
6.
I was going to go Big Hero 6 too.
What about abilities?
I mean, Baymax has the most sweet skills to be,
I agree.
A healthcare professional. He's a superhero. I think it's Baymax.
I agree.
Baymax
I think it's Baymax.
Moves on to face off against Mushu for the
Ooh,
championship.
see, I never expected this. I didn't think Mushu was going to make it to the end.
It's all about who they end up against, right? Like it's...
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think Baymax would make... I mean, I don't really know who I thought,
draw.
but I'm surprised.
I honestly thought it was going to come down to Miko versus Pascal. I thought it was going to be the...
Well, I think if we were going based off of just like solely like who do we like better without thinking about anything else, just choosing, it probably would have come down to that.
And that episode would take 5 minutes.
Yeah, honestly. But we tried to set aside predispositions.
Yeah, we tried. Baymax and Mushu.
Who's cuter? I think Baymax.
I think Baymax is cuter, more adorable overall.
I agree. Movie, though, I'm still going Big Hero 6. But it's different times in Disney, which is kind of what makes it hard when you're comparing movies, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah, it makes it really hard.
But I'm still going Big Hero 6. I'm going Baymax all the way.
Baymax is what you're going with?
I think so, yeah.
Let me play a little devil's advocate here with Mushu for a second, if you would allow me.
Well, I know you're going to do it anyway, so you might as well.
Mushu is basically like he's not there all the time. Like he is summoned by the ancestors, right? To summon the other I don't know what they call it. What is he? I don't even know what he is. He's like a protector of the family or whatever. But like he has a total redemption story, right? Because he messed up and got someone killed earlier, and that's why he ended up being like off the top shelf or whatever in the movie. So he had a total redemption story. Baymax was created by Hero's brother, and like what's like he just is programmed to do things. Like he does things because he's programmed to do them, not because he chooses to.
I don't think that's true because, I mean, I get he's programmed, but he also knows what's happening. Like when Hero tried to make him go like really bad, he tried to like put a stop to it, but then still ended up doing it because he wants to protect Hero and he wants to do what Hero wants.
He wants to do what he's programmed, the little chip tells him to do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But he's still aware of what chips... I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just going Baymax, and that may just be off of a giant predisposition to me loving Baymax, but I'm going Baymax.
I'm going Baymax. All right, we'll do it. Baymax is your champion, the best Disney sidekick. And the problem is you could argue that he's not even a sidekick at all. I think that's the issue that we might have with this whole situation here, is that he technically may not be considered a sidekick. But the movie is named after Hero. So.
Yeah. That could be the kicker of it all, is that he's not even a sidekick. But
this whole thing is messed up. Let's do it all over again. Starting over. Here we go. All right, new bracket. Let's do this again. This is chaos. Anyways, so Baymax. Go what?
I think like I really like this whole little like March Madness thing, but I mean it's now April. Just because I don't know, because you're like getting all like defensive over it.
Oh, I'm defensive.
I know you are.
You want to talk about defensive? I can talk about defensive. By God, freaking Tennessee. Don't get me started. We already had our discussion before we hit record.
I know.
I get fired up, people. Anyways, Baymax is our champion sidekick. Way to go, Baymax.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a real good... Ba la 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 la. I think he's a good one. I'm happy that he won.
Yeah, I still feel like maybe we shouldn't have put him on here.
I feel like, I know, and I feel like there are a lot of sidekicks that we missed too.
Like who? Oh yeah, good one. Yeah, we missed a lot. So many.
I don't know.
We missed so many.
I guess we did hit a good amount. But I don't know. There's like other movies. Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, but like, I mean, who's the sidekick really to Winnie the Pooh? Piglet or Tigger? Who? And you don't want to put them together.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I mean, this whole thing could honestly be rigged, but whatever.
Oh, it's totally rigged. It's totally rigged. If we had had more people in on this conversation, it probably would have gone a completely different way.
I agree.
So, but this is our show. We can do what we want.
Yes.
That's
yes,
right.
it is.
That is right.
And we shall do what we want.
We have. So Baymax is the champion of the Disney Sidekick tournament. That is it for this episode of the Walt's World podcast. I hope you guys liked it. It was kind of fun and a little stressful to do because saying that certain characters are better than others is really hard to do. Some of them are obvious. Like, obviously, Gus, and Jacques are not the best sidekicks. So that was easy. But when it came down to it, Baymax was the ultimate champion. So I hope you guys liked this episode. Shoot us an email, waltzworldpodcast@gmail.com, or hit us up on Instagram @waltzworldpodcast. Let us know what you think. Check out our Instagram, and you can actually vote for who you think should win each of these matchups in our story. Make sure you check that out and put your vote in so that we will know what you guys think. And we'll talk about that on next week's episode. So, with that, I'm John.
And I'm Kaylee. We'll see you next week.